Alright, what's going on, everybody? Let's do this. Xerath versus Gankplank. Gankplank is one of those champions. It's pretty popular. Like 50% of the time I see him on the top, and another half of the time I see him in the middle, like this game. And I'm gonna try to give you guys tips how I usually play against Gankplank. Gankplank is actually, for me at least, it's pretty hard to kill. Because he can get out of stun. He has some sort of self-heal. And he gets movement speed, which makes it harder to poke. I mean, any champion who has some kind of heal will be harder to kill for me, and movement speed will make it harder. And obviously enemy junglers will make it even harder. But then again, if you can hit your Qs, your damage will out deal his healing, like so at the moment. My jungler is waiting in the bush, so I don't know. A little bit closer. Here we go. Here we go. He fucked up. He used that, I don't know what's the ability, cleanse. Some sort of cleanse. He used it on the slow. Then I stunned him. That's pretty ridiculous. I mean, he can get out of slow, he can get out of stun. But other than that, he's pretty easy, for me at least. The only time when I've been having problems or he's been able to kill me is with the barrel. You don't want to get hit with the barrels. Sometimes I don't know exactly how it works, but you can use 3 barrels. So once he explodes one, the second will appear, the third will appear, and sometimes you don't see the third coming, and once I get hit with that, it's gonna be sick damage, and I'm gonna be slowed, and that's when he usually uses ultimate on me. When you get hit with the third barrel and ultimate, that's when I usually have been defeated, killed, and perished. But other than that, that's pretty much all he has. I'm not sure, maybe I think the third barrel will do the most damage. I'm not sure. I haven't played Gankplank, can you believe this? But I've played against him quite a lot. So that's the feeling I got. Oh, he's so low. Somebody took my kill. I don't know how this part died. He was traveling on there, maybe ignite or something. But yeah, if he can... Sometimes, obviously it depends on the player, how good the Gangplank is. If the other guy knows how to dodge, I mean, it's already hard for me, because he has self-heal, he can get out of stun, and he gets the movement speed. All those things make it harder, and if he can even dodge a little bit, then I usually... I just died here. Then I usually just focus more on the minions and wait for the team fights, wait for the late game. Because without tier, if I'm gonna miss some Qs and he has that heal, and I can't really do the Q-W combination on him with the stun because he can get out of stun. Usually when I stun him with long range, try to do QW, he's already on the move, so I can miss the QW. Point is, if he knows how to dodge, or I'm having a bad day, I miss too much, and I used flash, almost caught him. Then I focus more on minions, but I still keep an eye on him, always try to at least poke him with the Q. I mean, he was solo, he had to go back. I mean, eventually your damage will be too high for him to heal or anything else. So few Qs, 1 or 2 Q pokes, and I'm gonna use the ultimates. And you gotta be, one thing, other thing you wanna be aware of, sometimes he will have one of those barrels down near his tower, and you don't wanna go too close to that thing. Can be an ambush sometimes. With one barrel down he can, I think he could do 2 more barrels pretty much immediately. That's gonna be obvious, not for the beginner, not so much experienced. I'm not sure what build I went for this time. Maybe Lune and Seko. Actually, Banish's Whale will not be a bad idea also. It will still absorb the barrel, first barrel hit. Or Thresh's hooks. But I think Lion the Stormant will be a better choice here. And yeah, at this point, even though all towers are up, it's gonna be going to be team fights from now on. And if you haven't got this point have no kills, it's okay. You gotta get them in team fights. I mean, the team fights will determine. I mean, usually immediately when the first team fight starts, you're gonna get the picture how the game gonna go. As I said, Gangplank is harder to kill solo, harder than some other champions. But in team fights it's much easier. It's gonna be a laid back poke whoever I can. And yeah, I'm going Ladder's Torment, Mage Eyes, Magic Generation Boots. Already have 30 from items, so I should have decent damage. And in team fights, I mean, Gankplank can get out of some crown control, but usually they will use crown control or cleanse, whatever the hell Gankplank has, on some of my teammates. So then I'll be able to stun him or slow him. I don't know if he can get out of Bard's ultimate. Not sure. I think the biggest problem or threat I see from the enemy team is maybe the jungler, Shivani. He can close distance really easily and use the ultimate on me. Maybe Thresh's hook also. So I gotta be careful with those two. If I can wait that and my team, yeah. If my team can survive, we should have a good game here. I almost got him. $25 stacks, 3,000 gold. I mean, with this amount of gold, I might go dead cap first. But I didn't. Too bad I missed that third shot. But I mean, in team fights, I think it's easy to play against Gangplank. He's also one of those champions who's usually back in the line. He only comes forward when everybody's on low health. Usually he tries to stay back and not always, sometimes. And the main thing he does is uses his perils. Which is pretty much never a threat to me because I'm such a long range champion. And most of the time it's when the fighting is done, like both team has lost some of the champions. Usually me and Gankplank on the left, and just have to duke it out. Or just one of us retreats, goes back and waits for the team to respawn. Oh, this cannon got owned. Slowed and stunned in the last second. Three dead, I think. Would be an easy farm, but we got great C's at the bottom. Queen is our jungle. Two dead. Two main damage dealers dead. Kinner is at the bottom, so yeah. Support and tank left. Minion wave is at our tower. $5,000 gold. It's almost full build. Now it's just loot and secco, sell the boots, buy a flask, and destroy your enemies. Claim your victory. Just waiting for the wave. Can't really push without a wave. Damn. Got caught with this cannon. And Trash Ignite killed me. That's awesome. It's always fun to die to Ignite. Nothing you can do, I mean. That was useless ultimate. I guess I tried to save my teammates. Because they were all chasing one guy. Sometimes I used to save my teammates. Killing down. ADC has Guardian Angels, which means I have to kill him twice. And yeah, we got Taylor Drake. Damn. That's how you deal with Guardian Angels. You just take the other trick. Too bad I don't have Luna and Seiko. I have the gold, but Elden trick buff does sick damage to buildings, towers and inhibitors. Well, yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you guys like this. Thank you for watching and see you next time.